Greetings Rated R Cars family. The objective of this video is to help you decide if you want to spend $1,000 or more on a Bang & Olufsen audio upgrade for your Mustang GT, your GT350, or your GT500. Now in my GT350, I have the 9-speaker system. In order to get this, you need to get a GT or an EcoBoost with a premium trim. Or on a base model Mustang GT, you have to get the equipment group 301A. Or on a base model EcoBoost, you have to get the equipment group 101A. Both of these equipment groups are going to set you back $2,000, but they include other things such as selectable drive modes, Sync 3, better wheels, and other things. Now just because my 9-speaker system isn't the Bang & Olufsen, don't think it's a slouch. This stereo is absolutely banging and has a ton of modern features such as separate treble, mid-range, and bass settings, balance and fade settings, speed compensated volume, which changes the volume based on how fast you're going, digital signal processing, and here's a feature that the Bang & Olufsen doesn't have, occupancy mode, where you can select where to focus and optimize the sound quality, such as focusing only on the driver's seat. That's not available in the B&O. And I'm going to mention something important to me. You can actually scan forward in your CD or in your iPod by holding down the fast forward button or holding down the reverse button. Now here's how to get the Bang & Olufsen. In the Mustang GT, it's a $1,000 upgrade just for the stereo alone, and you have to have the premium trim. In the GT350, it's in the technology package, which is $2,000, and it includes other things such as the blind spot information system. In the GT500, the technology package costs $3,000 and also includes other things. The question is the B&O worth it? I designed this video so that we can decide together. I'm going to play you about 2 minutes of all different kinds of music from different genres because not everybody has the same taste in music, and we can listen to these and make a comparison. I'm going to play this in the 9-speaker system, and then I'm going to play the same track in a Bullitt, which has a Bang & Olufsen, and then we can decide together. And of course, for the Rated R Cars family, I will do that with some Mustang Delight for you all. I'm using the same treble, mid-range, and bass settings on the 9-speaker system as I am on the Bang & Olufsen system. Here's my audio selection for the stock stereo. All right, so there is the B&O. Here we go. So in summary, the Bang & Olufsen does sound noticeably better. The bass is a marked improvement. Treble and mid-range are also improved, but it's mostly that bass. It's loud and you can feel it in your chest, and that's absent in the stock system. But is the Bang & Olufsen worth the extra expense? The answer is, that depends. Ask yourself, are you a true audiophile who has money to spare and you don't want to mess around with aftermarket speakers? If yes, then it's worth it. Do you drive enough to truly enjoy these speakers, or is your car just a Sunday driver? Are you on a budget? In which case the expense might not be worth it. If the Bang & O comes with a package of things that you just can't live without, such as the blind spot information system or Cobra projection lamps, then it's a no-brainer to get. But if you don't care about those things, then in my opinion, it's not worth $1,000 or $2,000 in the GT350 or $3,000 in the GT500. You can get a good aftermarket system for less than that, much less, and it may rival or even beat the Bang & Olufsen. And if you're in a Mustang GT and you have to pay $1,000 just for this stereo alone, then we find ourselves in a gray area. You could conceivably get cheaper aftermarket speakers that are comparable in quality, but when you factor in the labor and the hassle, you have to ask yourself, maybe it's just worth spending $1,000 for the B&O system. Otherwise, I wouldn't get the Bang & O system. I'm a Christian and I spend a lot of time praying in the car or listening to family radio, and an upgraded stereo just isn't going to do much for me. Whatever you choose, you can't really go wrong with either stereo, and you're pretty much guaranteed to be listening to the roaring sound of your awesome Mustangs anyway. Alright fam, I hope you enjoyed and benefited from this video. As always remember the motto, always be kinder than necessary, and I'll see you in the next one. Go 15. Play playlist Shelby.
Playing playlist Shelby.
Go even higher. I'm gonna abort the test because you can't even hear the engine. That's how loud this B&O system is. But then again, my stereo is also that loud. Oh, I just tried to blip the throttle, but it auto blipped. Not used to this fancy schmancy auto blipping. Got a WRX rolling up on me. So sorry you can't see me because it's dark. I mean, both of these stereo systems are good enough to totally drown out the engine if you turn up the volume loud enough. I'm going to score both the 9-speaker as well as the B&O exactly the same when driving.